Do not listen to this hypnosis recording while driving or operating machinery. If you're unsure about the suitability of these recordings, please consult with your medical or mental health professional before listening. This is not intended to treat or diagnose mental health or medical issues. Consult with your physician or mental health therapist. Okay, stop moving your head and keeping it flat and still. At the count of 1, I want you to roll your eyes upward toward your eyebrows, then all the way up toward your forehead. You might even find a spot on the wall if you want. Find it. Notice the detail of it. Focus on it completely. And at the count of 2, I want you to continue looking up with your eyes and do 2 things. Take a deep, long, slow breath in and all the way out. Continue looking up. Another deep breath in and hold at the top. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Letting go of the breath and closing the eyes, closing those eyes, relaxing even more. Feeling so deeply relaxed and more comfortable than you've ever felt before. Even taking that sensation with closing the eyes and spreading it down through the neck, shoulders, the whole body. Completely relaxed. Eyes nice and relaxed, jaw unclenched, cheeks flat and smooth, shoulders feeling loose and limp. And let that relaxing feeling flow through all the way down to the tips of your toes. And as your body relaxes nice and easily, your mind can calm and relax also. Feeling so calm, so comfortable, so peaceful and safe. I want you to make yourself as comfortable as possible and just listen to the sound of my voice. As you do so, you may become aware of other sounds going on around you, but know that they're not important. They don't matter at all, so you can dismiss them out of your awareness, out of your focus, of your mind, just entirely, and focus entirely on what I'm saying. And I'll be talking to you about numbers, and each and every time I mention the word number, or numbers, I want you to relax your entire body just a little bit more than it already is. Just relax your body a little deeper. And when I say number after the word number, for example, number 5 or number 6, I want you to go that many times more deeply relaxed and comfortable. And most of us know all our numbers from 1 to as far as we can count, or imagine that we can count those numbers as far as they will go, and how those numbers can stretch into infinity. And many even know the numbers in another language and can count fluently in that language, and sometimes even can use those numbers, perhaps 4 or 5 different languages. So I want you to start with the number 1, as you just think about the number 1 and what it can mean and what you associate with the number 1. Kind of perhaps you can consider your partner to be number 1, or if you have one, or maybe you think of yourself as being number 1. After all, oneself has been referred to as 1, and we possess only one of so many things. 1 nose, for example, 1 head, and 1 neck. And as you think of those things, your 1 nose, perhaps you could take a deep breath. A deep breath in through the nose, 2 nostrils, and breathe out. And it would be nice if your head and your neck were as comfortable as they could possibly be, So if you need to move, to go deeper into relaxation, then please do so. Just relax the head and your neck and breathe in one more time through those two nostrils. Relaxing that nose and breathe out. And of course, there are many things that you have of two hands, for example. How do those hands feel now? Are they relaxed? Are they open or closed? And if there's any tension at all in those two hands, then just let it go. Let it go. Imagine it just flowing out of those fingertips, those four fingers, and one thumb on your right hand, and the four fingers and one thumb on your left hand. Just let them relax, let them go. Notice any sensations in those two hands, perhaps warmth and comfort, maybe tingling. Be aware of the temperature of the air in those hands. Notice where the air touches the skin and where those hands are resting. As you relax them completely, one by one, easily and effortlessly, and be aware of those 2 feet resting there, side by side. Notice how those 2 feet, are they heavy yet? If not, let them become heavy. Let them just be heavy. So heavy. What is the position of those feet? Notice it now. Where do they rest? Is anything touching those feet? Perhaps already those 2 feet feel as though they no longer belong to you, and yet they do. For they are your 2 feet, and you have 5 toes on the end of each one, 5 toes on your right foot, and 5 toes on your left foot. And go 5 times more deeply relaxed. Going back to the number 2, notice all the relaxation in those 2 arms, the left and the right, and where they joined by the wrists, those 2 hands, and feel that relaxation spreading all the way up and down those 2 arms and wrist and your 2 hands. Your toes, legs can relax too. And even as you become aware of these things and those positions of those 2 legs, you already realize that they are becoming heavy too. In fact, your whole body is relaxing and becoming heavy and as comfortable as it wants to be, just relaxing easily, effortlessly, going even still deeper. Even before you think of the number 3, you might find yourself wondering what you have 3 of. For you know that you have 3 fingers, but there are more as well. In fact, including your thumbs, you probably have more than 3 sets of these 3 digits. And the same goes for your toes. But what else can you equate to the number 3? Perhaps for you it's a lucky number, after all. Don't many people say the 3rd time is a charm or is lucky? Or perhaps you know people who are one to have 3 children, or are born in the 3rd month of March, or every 3rd day is just a normal, great number to notice. Number 3 may mean something completely different to you. And if so, that's fine. So let yourself focus on the number 3, the 3 sides of a triangle, how they join up to make just one shape. Number 4 can be easier to associate things with. After all, there are 4 elements: fire and water, earth and air, where you're breathing in that air now as you drift 4 times deeper into comfort and relaxation, feeling 4 times more comfortable, relaxed, and at ease. And we haven't reached the number 5 yet, although you're already aware of certain parts of your body, of which there are 5, and these are already relaxed. Your 5 hands on your right, and the 5 on your left, and your 5 on your feet on the right, and 5 on the left. In fact, your whole body is just relaxing very nicely. And it would be nice to allow your mind to relax too. Why not? Just let it relax, no worries. No any irritation thoughts, just let them out. Just let it go. Perhaps you can discover the pleasure of letting your mind wander. Sometimes it drifts back to when we were a certain age, at 5, and 5 seems to be a nice way, easy age for people to remember. An age when children often become aware of their surroundings and their place in the world. For you can be aware of your surroundings as you rest here, nice and comfortable. And even with your eyes closed, you can remember those details, the room in which you are resting. And you can recall you were 5 hours ago, or 5 days. Be aware of your body resting here, aware of the time of day and the time of year, noticing how comfortable and rested you are. As you enjoy these sensations of peace and tranquility, be aware that there is nothing to do but relax and let go. You can allow your mind to wander wherever it wants, wherever it will, backwards or forwards in time, even sideways to events that are happening in your present day. Knowing that none of this matters very much right now. There is a time to attend to what needs to be attended to, and a time to relax. And this is your time to relax and feel comfortable. Now think of the word number and how it is spelled with the same letters as the word number. Number and number. And in a moment I'm going to count the numbers from 5 down to 1. And with each and every descending number, I want you to imagine your body from your shoulders all the way down to your toes becoming number and number. 5, going 5 times more deeply relaxed as you become number 4 times relaxed than it previously was. And your body from your shoulders down to your feet just feel heavy and numb. 3 times more deeply relaxed and comfortable. Heavy and numb. Heavy and numb. 2, I want you to double that relaxation. You're feeling so comfortable, so relaxed. And 1, your whole body is just heavy and relaxed, and so relaxed. Now I want you to do a few things. Don't go so deeply that you fall asleep, just still at a point where you can hear me. And I want you to pick an emotion or feeling that you really want. Just really want to learn about, feeling for a moment, how it's affected you, how it might be a challenge for them, and so forth. I want you to hold on that feeling in your mind as we go along this journey we're going to take you along. And if you're drifting too much, come a little bit back, not too far deep, just enough to hear my voice. And you heard of this special person in your life, about a house in the country near you, something really special. It's a place where you can learn something about yourself and your feelings. And this person has explored the home that they're going to suggest you go check out. And they tell you about how wonderful it is. They tell you it's a safe and inviting place. In fact, they even give you a map, give you directions so that you can decide if you want, you can go on a venture and explore it. And so one day, you set out on this adventure, driving out of the city into the country, until you hit the point on that country road on a beautiful day where the sun's shining. You get out of the car, you see that dirt path road leading off into the distance, completely safe and normal. It's already been checked out. And you close your eyes for a moment to even feel the warmth of the sun hitting your skin. You gently open your eyes in your mind and close them. Feels really wonderful. Warm. Trees everywhere. And as you notice those trees, you can notice as you look up, the wind blowing the trees, those green leaves swaying the trees. Left and right. Left and right, like your breath swaying with the trees. Just noticing left and right, swaying, floating sensation. It's kind of a wonderful thing. Even finding a rhythm to breathe with the trees. And everything's just so beautiful. You notice all the rich colors of the brown and green, the blues. Oh, and very nice. Just so beautiful, this place. And we're going to stop swaying and we're going to look back toward the cabin we see in the distance. And I want you to notice all the surroundings around this cabin. Notice the color of this cabin that you were once told before this trip, this journey. And you go all the way up to this cabin, slowly as you approach it. Wooden, like floor, the door, very beautiful, crafted, perfectly the way you want it to be. And this person that told you about the cabin let you know that it's going to be unlocked for you, and it's safe. It was meant for you to come to. I want you just to notice how that door is unlocked, or just remaining open. You push it open into the entryway. You can take a step into this house, this cabin. And you close the door behind you on this beautiful day, noticing the couches, the kitchen, even noticing all the different decorations in the rooms. The person didn't really tell you much about what it looked like on the inside. They just told you the outside, what it looked like. And you even notice different doors that lead to different rooms. And exploring them a little bit. Kind of like when you go on vacation, kind of want to go see what's in each one of them for fun. It's kind of nice. One with a nice bed. And so forth. And as you're looking, you see kind of like a entryway that leads downward through some stairs. And you walk all the way around the house and explore it the way you want before we go toward these stairs. You can kind of feel excited, almost this excited feeling with noticing those stairs. Not like a scary excitement, but more of like excited because you're going to discover something wonderful down there. Discover Here's some of your emotions, and we're going to go down the stairs in a moment. Not now, but in a moment. To go down them and explore an emotion that's down there of yours that you want to learn more about. You've heard about it. It's magical down there. Positive magic. In fact, if you're any nervousness or fear at all, just kind of work up some courage, that bravery. Letting yourself know things are going to be okay. I already know what's down there. It's just the place where I store emotions. We just want to go look. Just go look and learn. And you can even imagine putting your index finger to your thumb if you want. And go ahead and try it if you want to. It's kind of like the OK symbol, like you're meditating. Now just let your hand relax in your wherever you're putting it. Giving yourself that OK symbol. Things are going to be okay. Notice how that feels too. Your body is telling you, I'm going to be okay. No problem. And just let your hand relax now. Just notice how wonderful that is to be okay. Now we're going to go down the stairs. Just noticing as we're going to get to the bottom. No problem at all. We're going to completely feel comfortable going down because it's a safe place. So here we go. From 10 to 1, and by the time we get to 1, we're going to go into the room to explore that emotion we were really curious about that's down there. Completely safe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. As you near the bottom room, you notice there's a lantern to use for additional light. 4, 3. There's even a rope to hold on to if you choose to for guidance as you head towards the room at the bottom. 2, 1. And you have reached the bottom now. And you head into that room. And if you're feeling scared or triggered in any way, saying maybe even a private or silent prayer or giving yourself the OK symbol if you need to. You decide if you need anything. But if not, that's fine too. Just give yourself what you need before going in. Very good. Now push the door open, go inside if not already. And look around and notice that emotion that you really have been curious about to learn about in your life is down there in that room with you. You can study it for some time, noticing its shape, its size and color, even how it moves, if it moves or not. Maybe it doesn't move at all. You kind of decide. Notice how it feels being face to face with it. Do you see it in your mind? Notice it. Notice it. And as you notice this, I want you just to, in a moment, think of some questions you want to ask this emotion that you're curious about. See what it tells you. So here we go. Let's try and ask it a question, this emotion that you're so curious about. This is the part where we would want to really focus on. So let's focus even more than before. Kind of like that laser beam that touches your forehead. Ding, touches, focuses there. What do you do for me? Ask that emotion that question. What do you do for me? Just letting your mind explore the answer it gives you. No judgment, just listening. What do you do for me? What do you need from me now? What do you need from me now, emotion? With its responses, you stand still, and all is just quiet as you ponder this experience of being in this room with your emotion. some answers that you can get or feel from it or heard. And in a moment, not now, but in a moment, we're going to come all the way back to the room. But before we do so, I want you to really pay attention to this emotion. I want you really to pay attention, like that laser beam, boom, that hits the forehead, focused. Notice what it does for you. Notice what it needs. What does that emotion need before you leave this room? Feeling a little bit lighter than before. What does it need? Very good. Now here we go. We're going to go back up, feeling more refreshed. Getting ourselves to a point where we feel completely alert in a moment. And we're going to go from 1 to 10. By the time we hit 10, we're going to be back to the room. Eyes will open, refreshed. You might even take a yawn or stretch or move around a little bit after you come out of this. And let yourself do that. Don't judge yourself or worry about anybody else. Let yourself do what you need. And here we go. Here we go. Completely remembering this entire experience, all the memories, all the thoughts of it. Plant that seed. Boom. It's there. Very good. Here we go. We're coming back up. 1, feet on the floor. 2, 3, sensation in the fingertips back. 4, feeling completely light in your body all the way through the feet, up to your legs, chest, and shoulders. 4, 5, 6, all the way up, up, up. 7, 8, completely breathing in air, like a yawn and stretch coming on. 8, 9, completely light, even the eyes are ready to open. And 10, all the way back to the room. Completely and utterly back, looking around the room, noticing a few things, maybe even stretch or yawn. Let yourself kind of get where you need to be. And very good.